today I'm putting together a quick quinoa salad. This is great for lunches, it's great for dinners, it's excellent in the summer because it's nice and cool and refreshing. So these are the ingredients that you'll need. Quinoa to start, and I cook my quinoa in either vegetable or chicken broth. I get the low sodium. And then you can really add whatever you choose, whatever you have in your fridge. But we have fresh farm corn that we grilled last night, so I cut some off the cob and we're gonna toss that in. I have a cucumber, I have feta cheese, garlic, which I'm gonna use to cook the quinoa. I'm gonna put a clove in the chicken broth, you'll see that. A red onion, which we're only gonna use a little bit of. A jalapeno, some fresh heirloom tomatoes, and last but not least, cilantro. So the only other things that you'll need are salt, pepper, and extra virgin olive oil. But let's get started. This is super easy, so I hope you guys like it. So I'm cooking quinoa for 2 recipes. I'm making stuffed bell peppers tonight for dinner, and then I'm making this salad. So I'm just gonna make 1 batch and split it into 2. And the ratio is the same as rice, it's 1 to 2. So 1 cup of quinoa to 2 cups of liquid. Here's 1 cup. And there's 3/4 of a cup. So I'm just gonna add my chicken broth. You can use water, vegetable broth. I just think the broth adds a little bit more flavor. And then to the quinoa and broth, I'm just adding 1 large garlic clove. I don't chop it up because I want there to be good flavor, but I want to be able to fish it out. So I'm going to put that on high, bring that to a boil. Give it a quick little stir. Alright, so the quinoa is boiling. It just took a couple minutes, and then you just turn the heat down to low. Cover it and let it cook for about 15 minutes, and then you have cooked quinoa. Super easy. So my quinoa is just about done. In this bowl, which is what I'm going to make the salad in, I peeled and seeded just a regular cucumber. and dice that up. I have a jalapeno, and my jalapenos have not been spicy lately. I've bought them like 4 times in a row, different places, different times. Just not getting the spice. I typically don't use onion for anything, so I just prepped a little bit, and I'm actually still on the fence about putting it in. I have those heirloom tomatoes, which these heirloom tomatoes, oh my goodness, they are so good. We had some last night with dinner and it was phenomenal. I have my chopped cilantro, which will go in last, and then our grilled corn that we cut off the cob. And then this is a quick tip for you. This saves me so much time, especially when I'm trying to put together like a quick lunch or any type of dinner. I have this little bowl that my grandfather gave me, and I keep it on my counter, but I use it as a trash bowl. It's like the perfect size, so any peelings, any seeds, and then I just take this whole thing over to the trash, and instead of going back and forth, you can just dump it out. Like, so easy. So, but I'm just gonna let, so now I'm just waiting on the quinoa. I'm gonna let it cool a little bit before I add it, and I'll show you guys the vinaigrette that I put on it. So this is what the quinoa looks like when it's done. It fluffs up a little bit, but it smells good. It smells really nutty. So I'm gonna let this cool off a little bit, take it off the heat. So what I'm gonna add to the quinoa as a vinaigrette is super simple. It's just extra virgin olive oil. You could use avocado oil, grapeseed oil, red wine vinegar, garlic powder, because you guys know I love garlic, salt, and a lot of black pepper. Alright, so for the vinaigrette, I just have a clean bowl, a small whisk, and don't hate me, but I don't measure this. So I put maybe about 5 tablespoons of olive oil, and I usually do two and a half tablespoons of red wine vinegar. You can use any kind of vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar if you like it to be a little sweet. I've used regular white vinegar, that's fine too. Add garlic powder. You know, Mama loves her garlic. And then a generous sprinkle of salt. I just use kosher salt, and then I'm gonna put maybe 2 teaspoons of pepper. And then just mix it up. Super easy, that's it. So once you add this to the quinoa, a lot of it will get soaked up, so I usually do half and then add the other half once it's cooled completely. So before I add the dressing, I'm putting half of this aside. I'm gonna let it cool. That is for my stuffed peppers, and then I'll just add the dressing to this. Alright, so in this bowl I have cucumbers, I have the jalapeno, I have my cooled quinoa. We're just going to dump that in. And the cool thing about this recipe is you can add whatever you have. If you have leftover sauteed veggies, if you have, you know, fresh produce that you want to get rid of before it goes bad, just mix it all up, whatever you like. So I add the tougher vegetables, like that can get stirred a bit more. And then I'm gonna add corn. There's this corn farm right down the street from us, and they just opened, and it is so good. Alright, I'm gonna add a little bit of onion. A little. I'm gonna add my feta cheese. I used about half that block I showed you in the beginning. I love feta cheese. Fun fact about me, feta cheese was my first food as a child. It was unintentional. But Greek salads are one of my absolute favorite foods. Okay. So you just mix this up. I'm gonna add my tomatoes. And I love cilantro, so I'm adding probably way more than I should. I could eat cilantro on everything, every day of my life. How good does that look? So it's a little dry. I don't add a ton of dressing. So I'm just gonna add the rest of that. You can add more, you can add less. Totally personal preference. And that's it, guys. It's so easy and so good and refreshing. Last tip I have is just to make sure to try it. Oh my goodness, it's so good. I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper. And because I like the acidity of it, I'm gonna add a squeeze of lemon. Sometimes the vinegar is enough. It just depends on the veggies you use. But I think that would be perfect. So good. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. It is seriously so easy and so good. It's an awesome summer recipe. You can twist it, be super flexible with whatever you have in your fridge. So, hope you guys enjoyed that, and we will see you in the next video.